You're here. I thought you'd be late. We've got a few things to do. We need to hurry.
What seems to be the problem? We've received operation details. The Ironheart pulse has supposedly been detected in the...
That's correct, Clay. I can feel it clearly, but it's hard for me to pinpoint its...
We were deployed here to find one thing, and now we also have to find the Ironheart.
Freyna and I were sent here to look for a group of Vulgus, who have stolen RK serum from Jaber. Freyna, Sharon, even I've already had my RK serum stolen by them once. Things will...
Those bastards.
If the Ironheart is underground, then it makes... Not only is 55% of the surface of it's also one of the few zones where there are ancestors' ruins. That's why it's difficult. The characteristics of Slickenside make it easier for pulses to pass through it. Which means there...
When I analyze the strata, there are spaces that feel empty to me. All entrances to these spaces emit pulses of similar intensity.
In that case, we'll need to check all the places detected by the guide. There's no way the Vulgus didn't...
All right, let's spread out and find the entrance that leads underground. That'll split the enemy's attention.
Freyna, I understand there are specialized drones that Albion has created to find the Ironheart.
That's correct. Enzo's sending the drones here shortly.
That is excellent news. Let's begin our search for the Ironheart in earnest.
The scan drone has been successfully transferred. If you approach it, it will recognize your receive and activate scanning operations.
Descendant, I was able to connect with the scan drone through your receive. I will analyze the geological data that has been collected and narrow the range of potential entrances. Data acquisition at 100%. Connection to the drone has been severed. Reanalyzing the collected data.
Damn it. High-level enemy has been detected. Prepare for engagement.
Target spotted. Danger assessment, normal. Defeating this Vulgus will force the...
Enemy forces within the operation zone have been eliminated. Great job.
This is Glay. I've found something. Meet me at the ruins outpost.
Talk to me. This place has been mentioned in records throughout history. Investigation by the excavation team. The ruins are evidence. Remnants of this war.
Given the Ironheart is here, that may have been a factor behind the outbreak. Past or present, the Ironheart definitely has the capability to turn the fate of...
This is the first I've heard of this civil war. The Ironheart in Ingress. It could be...
Glay, I know you're a medical doctor. Do you have doctorates?
I just wanted to be able to explain anything my daughter was curious about. To be the...
Sounds like you'll have a lot to talk about once she returns. You must have experienced and learned...
I have so much to tell her, we'll probably stay up all night. Anyway, we should hurry.
Enzo here. I've been able to expand my range to the vicinity of the ruins thanks to the data acquired by the drones and the guide. Transmitting surface analysis information. Guide. It's just as you said. The Vulgus have realized there is an Ironheart here. A Vulgus battleship has been spotted heading to our current location.
A battleship. Then there can be no doubt that there is an entrance here.
tank. Reinforcements spotted. There's too many blind spots. Get to the top of structures and engage them from there. Another wave of enemy forces is inbound. Watch out.
Descendant, they aim to prevent you from reaching the entrance. Exercise caution when engaging them in combat.
All enemy forces have been eliminated. Excellent job.
Unit with a fuse identified. Take it out. Second fuse reaction confirmed. All right, let's keep it rolling. How has it spread this far? I'm guessing the infection rate at the entrance has increased. The bacteria reproduces at an incredibly fast rate, and it's extremely viscous. So it's almost impossible to get rid of.
target has been eliminated, but we need to look for another entrance. We won't be able to use that one anymore. This is Glay to HQ in Freyna. The enemy has made the entrance discovered at the ruins currently inaccessible. Freyna, what's the situation on your side?
It's not inaccessible, but I'm worried about how the Order's toxins might affect you.
Looking at Freyna's route, I can detect large, quick pulses occurring at the place marked as the entrance.
I was wondering who it was. It was you? You're here. It's a good thing I took this side. Neither you nor... Ugh! I thought I crushed the Order. They've just regrouped.
Freyna, calm down. Your heart rate is increasing. It could trigger a traumatic...
We don't have any sedatives, so if you start having seizures, we'll have...
All right, I get it. I'll calm down. Hey, Kate, can you hear me?
Huh? Freyna? Yes, I hear you. What's happening? Anything I can help you with?
I overheard your comms with Glay. You're doing something with the fungus, right? If we collect enough fungi, will you be able to make an antidote or antibody that gives us immunity?
Of course. Although it may take some time, it's not impossible.
Great idea. Kate, if you have any questions during production, get in touch right away. And remember to be methodical. You make mistakes when you're rushing.
Hey, that was over 5 years ago. I'm not the same person I was back then.
Our objective is to secure as much fungi as possible. Let's hurry. If we have an antidote or antibodies that give us immunity, the mission will become much easier. Those Order bastards planted some kind of device here. We'll need to open it to find out what it is. But let's send it to Kate first and get her to analyze it.
Attempting access. I will disable their security protocols.
Been smooth sailing up until now. Keep your guard up.
Security protocols have been disabled. Descendant, destroy the upper section. Access successful. Beginning decryption. I was able to hack into a section of the data. I've discovered that it is a substance administered by Vulgus of the Order of Truth. It appears to be a type of booster that activates toxins in the body.
Huh. They were afraid we would destroy this, so they hid it.
Accelerating decryption process. Descendant, you need to prevent the enemy advancing.
We have to destroy the upper section of the device. That way we'll be able to find out what they're hiding inside it. That should be good enough. Great work.
In order to create immunity antibodies or an antidote, we need to understand the type, structure, and reactive mechanism of the toxin. We'll need tissue samples from the Vulgus. Let's go collect some. This should be enough.
Using the material you gathered, I've made an antibody that gives immunity from the Order's most commonly used toxin. But because of time constraints, I haven't been able to conduct any formal clinical trials.
So we're the guinea pigs.
This will be an excellent opportunity, Kate. You'll be able to collect data on the side effects of the antibody on the Descendants.
Hello, Descendant. What can I do for you? Glay, I don't think...
You sound just like Jin. Adorable.
I heard you worked on my arcane neutralizer.
You can trust me. To be honest, I tested it on myself at the clinic.
What did you just say, Kate? Do you know how dangerous that was?
Glay, I'm also part of Albion headquarters. The Descendants shouldn't be the only ones ready to sacrifice themselves.
Lighten up, Glay. Thanks to Kate's efforts, we can continue with the operation.
Glay, this antibody will help you to stay strong for this operation. After all, it will give you immunity, and I've tested it on myself.
Let it go this one time. But never again, you hear me? Okay. Thank you, Kate. Really.
Now that everybody has the antibody, let's go get that Iron Heart. We can't let the Vulgus take this one too.
If everyone is ready, I will lead the way. Let us find the Iron Heart.
Guide, can you sense the waves emitted from the Ironheart?
I can. However, my scans show there is a space deep beneath this area. The energy waves are being dispersed by a metal device installed by the enemy. It will be difficult to determine the exact location of the Ironheart.
Damn it! Not only did they spread their toxins everywhere, they installed this as well.
They most likely intended to use it to transport the Ironheart they found.
Analyzing layout of the ruins. RK covers 40% of the entire area. A point of note, the RK corresponds to a single pattern, unlike the patterns of Descendant. According to the layout analysis results, the location of these readings is identical to that used for tombs and altars. If I compile all of the data we have gathered, there is a high probability that this is the tomb of one of the ancestors who died during the Civil War. The fact that they were laid to rest in such a deep location, either they were an ancestor of a high status, or they played an important role in the incidents related to the Ironheart. I've identified a Vulgus communications frequency being transmitted nearby. It will likely contain information we need. We should investigate. The Ironheart isn't here. The Vulgus came to excavate the remains of the ancestor. They plan to use this to open the ancestor's vault.
I don't understand. The remains of an ancestor, a vault? What do you mean?
If the vault contains an Ironheart, it may have been placed there intentionally to prevent someone from claiming it. The reason the Vulgus have extracted DNA from the remains is likely because the vault can only be accessed through a bioscan.
If that's the case, then the occupant of this tomb is the same individual who locked the vault.
That's correct. They must be planning to use the DNA to allow them to bypass the biometric authentication and claim the Ironheart.
This device interferes with the sieve links. I'll restore the disrupted communications. Noise removal complete. Checking contents. Sender, Enzo. He says the Vulgus have been spotted moving to another zone.
Have they found a way to open the vault already? Damn it! We need to get to that vault.
Wait, we should secure the ancestors' remains and the data just in case. If the vault can only be accessed through the biometric authentication of specific DNA, then we'll need that DNA as well.
I have disabled the Vulgus data repository for now. I have also collected the data formatted sample of the remains.
Well, that's a relief. Can't stand it when things go according to Vulgus plans. Let's deal with these bastards quickly and get moving.
Oh, how the weak struggle to define their purpose. Humans truly are foolish and arrogant. Have you not yet learned that you are merely sacrificial offerings for us? Consider this an honor. Your flesh and blood will be offered for their glory.
Comms have been stabilized. All units return to Albion to prepare for the next operation.
The success of this operation will lead us...
We've confirmed the transmitted data. There's a vault where the ancestors kept the iron. We can use this to our advantage. The Vulgus will need time to crack open the vault. Enzo, send the sample of the ancestors' remains received from the guide to Anais and tell her to hurry. We need to analyze the DNA and activate the biometric authentication before the Vulgus do. And to do that, we need to increase our combat. I'll send any off-duty descendants. Rendezvous with them at the outpost and proceed with the operation.
Jeez, why am I being called in? I thought I'd be getting some R&R. Making me work with crazies thinking they see a ghost. Nah, I've got other things to do.
Jeremy, there's an Iron Heart in this zone. Have you forgotten that finding the Iron Heart is the #1 priority for all Descendants? Also, since you've been assigned to a mission, you should conduct yourself properly. Continue to be uncooperative and I will report you to your superiors.
An Ironheart? Oh, man, why didn't you say so from the start?
Welcome. You're here for modules, right?
Get to the point. I only picked up bits and pieces earlier.
If the Vulgus are on the verge of opening the vault, then they'll likely report to their superior, Corel.
In which case, we'll need a way to tap into their comms. Guide, check and see if there are any ally devices nearby we can use to wiretap.
There is one ally communications repeater. If I modify the code in Descendant, I will be modifying the communications repeater code from this point on. Even though the code has been modified, the current output isn't strong enough to penetrate the enemy's classified communications grid. If we were to overload it, we would be able to increase its accuracy, but the Vulgus will be able to track our location.
I know that will make it challenging for you, Descendant, but you'll need to tough it out. You don't have a choice. Guide, increase the output.
Surveillance accuracy has increased by 40%. All communications content is being stored. Surveillance accuracy at 85%. I will try to maintain a level that will not cause the device to malfunction.
Sharing the surveillance info. Fortunately, Alpha's just called us in to explain the overload. He is furious. Well, maybe just upset that the equipment is being pushed to its limits. I'll try to mollify him. fuse has appeared. Another unit has appeared. Grab that fuse. The last one. Take its fuse and disable the generator. Enemy reinforcements have arrived. Stay focused. A powerful enemy unit has appeared. The enemy comms devices should be shutting down shortly. Excellent job.
Let's meet at the Timberfall outpost. I have some information I wish to discuss. Descendant. First of all, this is only a theory for now. I must review the enemy's data before I can be certain. The most probable reason is that their DNA... And once refinement has been completed, you will still need to perform...
So what you're saying, Guide, is that the Vulgus are extracting the enzymes they need...
In a way, yes. As the giant tree has existed since the time of the ancestors, the Vulgus may have predicted this. It is likely that they intend to extract all of the remaining organic matter left.
If we can seize what they extract and send it to Albion, we can
I guess we have our answer then. Let's hurry. It's our turn to take something from them.
Descendant, it seems that Gley has elected herself to be our guide this time. But I agree. Because of Gley's quick judgment and knowledge, I was able to decrease my margin of error.
I'm honored. Descendant, the Vulgus are collecting organic matter to create an enzyme that can amplify DNA. Once they've collected enough, they'll refine and move it to stop it being compromised. If you can capture the organic matter and send it to Albion, we can extract the enzyme we need. interrupter. Are the Vulgus willing to destroy the organic matter entirely rather than let it fall into our hands? Descendant, you need to eliminate the interrupter. If the organic matter is destroyed, it'll put us in a tight spot. Descendant, there's another interrupter.
Once been the subject of religious worship by the indigenous people of this zone. Scholars have been unable to provide an accurate explanation of the existence of this tree. And no one can say how it was able to grow to such massive size. The origins of the tree cannot be found among the records stored within the National Library of the Kingdom. All that exists is a single record saying that the tree is much older than the kingdom itself. The songs of the past. This tree is said to be the domain of forest fairies from the legends of old. However, we all know that such claims belong to children's fairy tales. As such, scholars from the Kingdom's Arboretum have put together this discussion session to exchange ideas and theories. However, from the current atmosphere, it does not seem as if we will be able to reach a meaningful conclusion within a reasonable amount of time. Still, it is not every day that the most renowned scholars in the kingdom gather together, so some outcome must be agreed by the end of today.
Excellent job, Descendant. We'll try to extract the enzyme as quickly as possible.
Descendant, I've scanned all Vulgus devices within the vicinity and found a device called a mixture injector.
Mixture? Why, can you check the mixture inside it?
I'm sorry, Clay. As it is a simple injector without any encryption, it is not possible for me to analyze it.
No need to be sorry. It's not too late for us to find it, break it, and then figure it out.
They just keep coming. Looks like they have a death wish.
injector has been spotted. Guide, can you identify the mixture once we destroy the device?
The mixture is a type of growth accelerator that forces intense growth in organic matter, including proteins. The Vulgus plan to use it to obtain a large amount of the enzymes required for DNA extraction. This is the Vulgus that stole the Descendant's RK serum.
Ha! I told you we'd make you pay for messing with us.
Hey, you! Are you slowpokes done? I almost fell asleep because you guys were taking too long. If you're done, come to the outpost. No, wait, would it be faster if I came to you? Get to the point. Get to the point. What are you doing? Sightseeing? This
Clay, your anger levels are rising.
I'm doing my best to let it go.
Thanks to Caden and Nace's swift efforts, we've been able to restore the ancestors' DNA using the data that you've sent. Thank you for your hard work. You've all done an excellent job. The Ancestors' biometric authentication data has been coded and sent to your receive. Guide, please activate the code when you reach the Ancestors' vault.
There is a chance that we have not yet found the vulgus that underwent genetic modification using Arcade. And we haven't confirmed whether the experiment succeeded or not. But the incident in the sterile land has affected my simulations. Vulgus technology is advancing faster than I expected. Almost unnaturally so.
Knock, knock. Who's there? It's Pseudo. Descendant, I presume? You can't just let our equipment be, can you?
What? My ACEIV channel was just switched? Enzo, there's something wrong with the ACEIV channel. Enzo, respond!
I forced you to connect to my personal channel. You see, I'm brilliant, just like you. Now, let's play, fellow arcade wielder.
Unless there's something wrong with my ears. It sounded to me like this jerk said he has RK abilities.
You heard me correctly, friend. You're curious about my arcade, aren't you? Let me fill you in. I injected myself with the arcade that I stole from you. Oh, the power flowing through my body. What an exhilarating experience. And you were keeping all this power for yourselves. I hated you so much that I could have killed you all in an instant.
It appears that the genetic modification we saw earlier was successful.
Now, why don't you come here and give my cold, frozen body a hug, friend?
Those vulgus bastards. They weren't just researching ways to open the vault. Now it's clear why the Order of Truth is there. To create this monstrosity. If they only wanted to retrieve the DNA, they would have sent the Legion of Immortality.
Knock, knock. Knock, knock. Hey, hey. How hard did you hit this? What a brainless brute. You really want to fight me, huh?
This device can force channels to change. If we destroy it, we will be able to connect to the HQ channel again.
Check reconnection confirmed. The Asive channel is back online. Guide, please modify this code so that the channel cannot be disconnected again.
I have established a defensive security code. Communications will not be affected in the future.
It doesn't feel too bad to have my limbs cut off like this. It almost feels like I'm dreaming. I'll send you a little present soon. Submit to
Strange image on the command HUD. Is that Jaber?
Vulgus don't usually dream. But thanks to the Arche serum, I dream my every moment. You can call me Jaber.
The serum that was injected into the Vulgus was from Jaber. Ironheart pulses have increased significantly. The vault must be nearby.
I'll send a signal to Jeremy. Jeremy, do you read me? Jeremy. Jeremy, respond. Hang on just a little longer, everyone.
It's so nice to see your face, friend. Can you call me Jaber just this once? Here I am. Haemon's delay has changed our plans, but it can't be helped. In my next dream, I'll be dancing with your corpse!
Biometric authentication code accepted. Descendant, access the vault.
Oh, wow. You've completely lost it, haven't you? Listen. If you spotted the target, you should have said so. What are you doing? So this is what's gotten everybody so riled up. That's it. That's what makes us the Ironheart. It's way more impressive than what the rumors say. Hey, how long do you plan on just standing there? Go back to Albion and bring reinforcements or something. Why are you still here? Go! So, it's just the two of us now.
Success of this operation. Descendant, do you have something? What? I gave the order for Jeremy to retrieve the Ironheart. I never did that.
I've done no such thing over any official channel, and even unofficially.
Nell, contact Jeremy.
I can't get through to Jeremy.
It can't be. Jeremy is still a Descendant, even if he's sometimes led astray.
Alpha, we should see if we can detect Jeremy's RK and traces of the Ironheart through the guide.
All Descendants on standby. Please contact the guide for assistance as required. Command has identified Jeremy's last known whereabouts. Prepare for a pursuit operation.
Descendant. But there's something I must tell you. When I came into contact with the energy from the second Ironheart, it's an algorithm for amplifying the void energy sensory field. An early one. However, perhaps because it was transferred through Jeremy's RK, which, even now, alarm bells are ringing. My functions have been interrupted. Descendant, I am in no doubt that a Colossus is heading towards Ingress at this very moment. If we can intercept that Colossus and recalibrate my system, please.
It appears we have no choice. Please handle whatever the guide needs first. As Alpha said, we cannot rely on the guide alone. HQ will do their best to identify Jeremy's last known location and prepare for a pursuit operation.
Are you